Howard Englander, Principal, The Englander Company, Shea Homes.
Well, I've had a real exciting and very gratifying career. What excites me is the next opportunity, symbolized, I guess, by the next piece of land. And I always remember a line that old friend Barry Burkus, a great architect and a real inspiration to me, once said when I asked him, what's the secret that you live by, or what's a core principle of your philosophy? And he said, never do the same thing twice. And I've always remembered that, not always succeeded in doing that, but it is a sort of governing rule that every time we look at a new community or a new opportunity, really attempting to do something different, something that moves with the times and inspires the next generation of buyers. I was a teacher. I taught elementary school in El Segundo, California. Taught 8th grade English in a small little farm town, Sheridan, Oregon. Loved it. It was just time to venture something new and different. Relocated and accidentally, and thank goodness, fell by serendipity into the housing industry. I tripped over a little index card in the unemployment agency that said writer needed, Walker and Lee. I had no idea what Walker and Lee was. I interviewed there. I was told I was totally unqualified because I knew nothing about real estate. But the woman I interviewed with gave me a shot, principally because she asked for a sample of my writing. I gave her 3 poems. She liked them, and I was launched into the housing industry, even though I must qualify that by saying she did note that this might be one of the dumbest employment decisions of her life. So here I am today. I really gained inspiration by spending a lot of time in the marketplace, listening to buyers, listening to prospects, listening to salespeople who are right there on the front line every day, deciphering what buyers like, what they don't like, what they seek, what they cannot find. It doesn't percolate in a vacuum. You really have to be in the marketplace, looking at product and talking to people. And sometimes the most exciting option is really deciding not what is existing in the marketplace, but what doesn't exist and might have an opportunity to bloom and blossom and represent a whole new and unique idea that would capture the imagination of the marketplace. So that whole process, that search for the next level of new design is really, personally, a great stimulus to me. A man that really influenced my early career was William Kennicott at the McCarthy Company, who always said, I don't want to see the same thing that the next guy is doing. I always tell the story that when he shipped me in 1974 back to Virginia, and I discovered that all the houses there were very traditional, very compartmented, and I came back with a recommendation that said, let's do some wide open, non-partitioned floor plans. And Bill had a great team back there, but they were very resistant to bucking the trend. He took a gamble on that recommendation, and it turned out to be one of the best-selling projects in the market area. And sometimes, I'm sure that project did not appeal to everybody, but whoever loved it did not see anything else in the marketplace like it. And certainly at Shea Homes, I have had many, many inspiring comrades. Roy Humphreys was a major influence on my life, my professional life. He still is today. He taught me so much. The whole Shea family, their high ethical standards, the strength of their professionalism, really is a real motivating factor in my professional life. And the leadership of Bert Selva in giving me the liberty to design and promote new ideas is really one more factor which makes me so enthusiastic about my work life. Shea has introduced a new concept called Shea 3D, which most of our divisions are implementing, which has proven very successful. Allows the buyer to become a real participant in the design process to a degree they never have been able to act upon before. They are really part of the architecture, and it presents a very intriguing opportunity for the home buyer. I spend a lot of time in Maine, and that Maine was part of my photographic life. I'm still back there quite a bit, but the camera is not at my eye as much as it used to be. Primarily, I live here in California. We try to get to Maine as much as we can. Our family loves it there. It's a very simple and relaxed life. Good to mix it up. I have 4 children, geographically dispersed. I've been married almost 40 years to Leanne, who is my pillar of support and love. And I probably would not make much progress in any realm without her. And just a fantastic life companion. There's always a warm palpitation of the heart when there's recognition from your peers. I am really honored and humbled. I think of all the things this industry has given me prior to this recognition, and then to receive this acknowledgement really puts a crescendo on what has been a very great professional journey for me. So when I first heard it, I was rather numb, and it's exciting, and I value and will always remember this evening.